Good morning, beautiful friends. Happy Tuesday. It's our Detox Tuesday practice, and we're going to start off by detoxing, by activating some of our lymphatic system. So go ahead and hop on your mat. We're going to start in a standing position today. So make sure you have your water bottle. Great way to detox is drinking water throughout your day, and sips of water throughout your practice is awesome. So grab your water bottle and let's hop on the mat together. And we're going to start off with our feet about hip bone distance apart here and soft through the knees. So there are 4 places where we can really activate that lymphatic system. So a lot of it is located here in our neck, under our armpits, down here in the belly, and then down here. So we are going to activate all of that today in our practice. And so we'll start with just a little bit of neck rolls. So when you're ready, just simply drop your chin into the chest. That dropping the chin into the chest is activating that thymus, getting that lymphatic system opened up. And on your in-breath, lift your chin, drop your right ear over your right shoulder. Nice and easy here. And on your in-breath, lift back to center. Drop your left ear over your left shoulder. Nice and easy on your inhale, lift back to center, and then go ahead and lift your chin up, drop your gaze back behind you a little bit. And one more time, nice and easy, draw that chin back and into the chest for a breath here. Nice and easy. When you're ready on your in-breath, lift the chin, and we're just going to take those shoulders and scrunch them up to the ears. And when you exhale, just simply, drop them. So inhale, pull them up, a little squeeze, and exhale, drop. And last time, gently pull them up, a little squeeze, and drop. Nice job. And one more time, we're just going to drop the chin back into the chest, take a little neck roll all the way around, and change directions when you're ready. Nice job. And one of the best ways we detoxify our body is with our breath. One of my favorite breath practices is a kid's breath practice called lion's breath. So when you're ready, take your feet a little wider apart. We're going to bend the knees a little bit. With your hands on your thighs, you're going to open your mouth, stick out your tongue, take a big breath in and let it out with a ha. Let's do that 2 more times. Big breath in, cleansing exhale, let it out with a ha. One more time, big breath in, and let it out, audible exhale. Nice job. So we'll stand up nice and tall, and we're going to go ahead and take our space back at the top of our mat, and we'll warm up our body, get the body flowing and pumping with a couple sun salutations. We'll start with half sun salutation, and we'll move into some modified and full versions of sun salutation. With your feet rooted into the ground, take a nice big stretch up to the sky, and as you exhale, hinge forward and swan dive into your fold. And forward folds are calming. They actually help to activate that lymphatic system too. So we're just going to hold here for a moment, letting all that old blood drain back down for some new, fresh, oxygenated blood. On your in-breath, we'll lift into a table position, loop your shoulders back and gaze forward, and exhale, fold in. Press down to rise up on your in-breath. Take a big reach up to the sky, friends. And exhale, gather your hands into your heart. That's 1. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach it up, stretch. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. On your in-breath, lift your table back, nice and easy. Exhale, fold in. Last time, press it up, reach up tall, stretch high. And exhale, gather your hands into your heart. And let's add on a little bit. So inhale, reach up, big stretch. Exhale, hinge forward and swan dive into your fold. Inhale to your table back, roll the shoulders back, gaze forward. As you exhale, plant your hands wide, step it back into your high plank and lower it all the way down to the mat. Release your toes. Let's roll up into your baby cobra, rolling your shoulders back and elbows in as you gaze softly out in front of you. And slowly lower it down and tuck your toes. Inhale up through your table or your high plank. And exhale, push back for your down dog. And we'll just pedal it out here a little bit before we get too far. So stretching out the backs of those legs. So you're walking your dog. Fingers are nice and wide, gently hugging the mat. Taking it nice and easy here as you stretch the backs of those legs. Maybe gazing under one armpit and then the other. And when you're ready, nice and easy, bend your knees, gaze forward, and take as many steps as you need to get back to your forward fold. On your next in-breath, shine your heart up and out to your table back. Exhale, fold in. Root down to rise, take a nice big reach up to the sky. Strong legs, and exhale, bring your hands into your heart. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach up, big stretch. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Moving at your own pace, inhale to your table back. Exhale, step it back and lower it down halfway or all the way, yogi's choice, maybe chaturanga now. Inhale to your back bend, strong legs. Exhale, press back for downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in and out as you draw your chest back and down towards your knees. On your in-breath, bend your knees and gaze forward, and exhale back to the top of your space, nice and easy to your forward fold. Inhale to table position, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, fold in. Root down to rise, take a nice big stretch up. And as you exhale, just bring your hands into your heart and pause. Take a deep breath in and out and just feel the effects of your sun salutations on your body. You might find a gentle focal point down at your fingers or close your eyes. So when we come onto our mat, it's as if we've never done this before. We want to be like a child and curious and playful and wonder with our bodies, as if you've never done this before, as if you'll never be able to do this again, because this experience is different than any other time you've come onto your mat. Your body's different every day. And if you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, take a moment and do so. Why are you here? What do you want? And then imagine it as if it's already happened. Create that feeling within. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And slowly open your mouth and sigh it out. With each breath in, breathing in new breath of fresh air, prana, life energy. With each exhale, we're detoxing today, getting rid of the old, the used, the unneeded. So when you're ready, go ahead and stretch your arms up to the sky. Interlace your fingers and turn the palms up. And as you lift through the palms and root through your feet, lean over to the left. Nice and easy. On your in-breath, lift back to center. And as you exhale, take it over to the right. And as you inhale, lift back to center. Now as you exhale, release your arms down by your side and interlace your fingers behind you. And stretch your knuckles down towards the ground. And I want you to squeeze the armpits today. Again, we're activating that lymphatic system. So squeezing the armpits, reaching your knuckles down. And take another breath in. And you can keep your feet where they are, or you might take them a little bit wider if that feels better for you. And we'll start to hinge forward. And as you hinge forward, keep your legs strong. Keep squeezing the armpits and see if you can get your heart to relax down. Nice job. Pressing down, rise all the way back up. Release your arms. You can keep your feet where they are, or for more of a balance challenge, step them all the way together this time. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and stretch your arms up to the sky and interlace the opposite thumb on top and press the palms up as you root through the feet. This time, lean to the right first. On your in-breath, lift back to center, and then lean to the left. And then lift back to center. Reach your arms down by your side and back behind you. Interlace the opposite thumb on top. Stretch the knuckles down. Squeeze the armpits in. Little lift in your chest. Take another breath in. And if you'd like to hinge forward once again, legs stay strong. Let your heart melt down any amount as you breathe with ease. Rooting down, beautiful friends, rise all the way back up to stand and release your arms. Nice work. So we're going to come to stand back at the top of our mat, moving into our flow for the day. Feet can be together or hip bone distance apart. Turn your palms forward, and as you stretch your fingers down towards the ground, relaxing the shoulders, lift tall through the crown of your head. finding a nice tall spine for your practice today. And as you find a soft focal point out in front of you, keep your gaze soft in all of your poses today, finding focal points called your drishti, or close your eyes whenever you can for more of internal sensations in your practice. And on your next in-breath, reach your arms wide and stretch up and reach, maybe a little back bend at the top. And as you exhale, gracefully swan dive forward and into your fold. On your in-breath, shine your heart up and out, reach your gaze forward. As you exhale, bring your fingers to the ground and take a giant lunge back with your left foot. Feet are in 2 separate lanes so you can stay nice and stable. Root into the ground as you stretch your arms up past your ears. Front knee is over the ankle. Back leg is nice and strong. Find your steady focal point and take a nice big breath in and out, feeling the beautiful alignment in your body. And always giving yourself permission to modify when you need to. Bring your hands to your heart space. We'll add a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press the top palm into the bottom palm and twist from your belly as you move your heart and gaze to the right. You can always bring your bottom hand to the ground if your balance feels off. Or for more sensation today, if you need it, fly your arms open nice and wide in your twist here. When you're ready, bring your fingertips to the ground. Step back into your high plank and lower it down, maybe even floating your right leg. Inhale to your back bend, baby cobra or up dog, yogi's choice. And exhale, press up and back into downward dog and take a big breath in and open your mouth and let it out with a releasing physical tension from your body so that we're detoxing with our breath and our poses. Mentally releasing any weight we want to get rid of today. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and exhale back to the top of your space for your forward fold. Find your table position on your in-breath, shine your heart and gaze up and out. And exhale, friends, fold in any amount. Press down to take a big stretch and reach for the sky. And exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Nice job. Inhale, reach your arms up and around, big stretch, maybe a back bend again. Exhale, hinge forward, gracefully dive into your fold. Inhale, find your table back, heart and gaze forward. And this time take a giant lunge back with your left foot, your right foot, and reach all the way up into that high lunge. And pause, get nice and stable, and breathe. And with each exhale, try to wring out that exhale for extra detoxification. When you take those deeper exhalations, it also leaves more room for your inhales to fill up with new breath. Adding that twist, bring your hands to your heart. Right elbow hooks around the outside of that knee. Twist from your core as you move your heart and gaze to the left. Find the modification that serves your body, perhaps flying your arms open. Enjoying your practice. When you're ready, plant your hands, step back to high plank or float your left leg as you lower it down, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend and exhale, press back for down dog. Nice big breath in, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Nice work. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and exhale to the top of your space for your forward fold. Inhale, lift your table back forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, hug in. Strong legs as you inhale, rise up, take a big stretch up through your pinky fingers. And exhale, gather your hands into your lovely heart. Take a big sip of breath in and out, friends. And remember, you can always pause and take a sip of water when you need to. Moving on, inhale, reach your arms up and around, maybe a back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward and into your fold. Inhale, lift to your table back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge, adding on. Exhale, add your twist to the right, hook the elbow over that knee. Here's what we're going to add on. So on your next inhale, reach back up to center. High lunge. As you exhale, pivot your back foot flat and open to the left for your warrior two. So we're going to open that front knee. Find it over the ankle as you press your back foot away. Flip your front palm up, reach it out in front of you, And now reverse your warrior. So reach your right arm up and back as you melt your back arm down the back leg. You can gaze up to the right or down to the left. Inhale, bring your arms back to a T. And exhale, bring your right forearm onto your right thigh for side angle and reach your left fingers to the sky. Or you can drop your right arm down the inside of the shin, the ankle, or the floor. Your choice. On your in-breath, step back to your high plank, high push-up position, or you can float your right foot and exhale, elbows behind you as you lower it down. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, press back for down dog. Take a deep breath in and out. You're amazing. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale to the top of your space. Forward fold. Inhale, lift to table position, long neck. Exhale, fold in. Strong legs on your in-breath as you rise all the way up and around. And exhale, gather your hands back into your lovely heart. Take a big breath in, across your chest, energizing breath. And a slow exhalation, let it all go. Second side. Inhale, reach your arms up and around, maybe a back bend. Exhale, gracefully swan dive forward and into your fold. Inhale to your table back. Exhale, step your right foot back into your lunge. Inhale, high lunge, reach your arms up nice and high. Exhale, add your twist to the left, right elbow hooks around that knee. And we'll add that nice addition now when you're ready. Inhale, reach back up through center. As you exhale, pivot your back foot flat and open to the right for your warrior two. Open that front knee and press the back foot away. Inhale, flip your left palm up and reach it out in front of you. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Stretch it up and back, nice and easy here. Inhale, arms back to a T. And as you exhale, side angle, bring your left arm forward and down. Inhale, step back to your high plank or float your left leg. And exhale, lower it down, chaturanga. Back bend on your in-breath. Exhale, down dog. You're amazing. Take a big breath in and out. So we're going to take our feet a little wider. Soften your knees and walk your fingers all the way back to your feet. So you're in more of a wide-legged forward fold. You can take your fingers behind your neck, interlace the fingers, and gently just sway a little bit from side to side with soft knees. Nice and long through the back of your neck. Take another breath in and out. Now, as you bring your fingertips to the ground, you might have to bend your knees a lot to get your fingertips on the ground. Take your right hand to the outside of your left foot and float your left arm up and around to the sky. Maybe look all the way up to that top thumb. You can bend your right elbow if you want. And when you're ready, bring your fingers to the ground, walk them around to your right foot, hook onto the outside of that right foot, and sweep your right arm up and around. Maybe looking up to that top thumb. Nice job. And nice and easy, bring your fingertips back to the ground and walk yourself all the way back out into your high plank, high push-up position, and take those feet hip bone distance apart. Nice job. So we're going to bring our right knee to the ground, turn your right toes out to the right, and pivot the inside of your left foot flat. With your right wrist right underneath your right shoulder, sweep your left arm up and around so you're in your side plank variation. Lift your top hip, lift your top arm, and you can stay right here, or you can lengthen both legs and stagger your feet for a full side plank, or you can stack your feet on top of each other. Yogi's choice. And let's come back to our high plank, high push-up position, and we'll drop our knees back down to the ground. Take your left toes out to the left and pivot the inside of your right foot flat now as you sweep your right arm up and around. Staying here as you lift the top hip on the right arm. Or you can stagger your feet or stack your feet. Finding that beautiful side plank, feel the strength in the bottom side of the left side of your core. And as you come to your high plank, high push-up, slowly lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. And exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your space and rest your head in forward fold. Nice job. Strong legs. Inhale, lift into your table back, heart forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, take a nice big stretch and reach, reach, reach. And exhale, gather your hands into your lovely heart. Let's take a nice big sip of breath in. And a slow exhalation out. Shh. Nice job. So go ahead and bring your hands on your hips. And with your hands on your hips, you're going to take your right big toe and step it out in front of you. Just the big toe. So you're balancing on your left foot with that, just the right toe on the ground. And then take the right toe out to the right. Keep balancing on your left leg. And then take your right toe back behind you. And when you're ready, start to take your arms out nice and wide, and as you hinge forward, float your leg up behind you for airplane pose. Lift from the inner thighs. Take a nice big breath in, lift your heart a little bit, maybe the back leg a little bit. As you exhale, bring your fingertips to the ground for standing splits and float your right leg up nice and high. Melt your heart down towards your left knee. Now take your gaze to the ground. Plant your right fingers under your right shoulder, and now reach your left arm out to the left for a big twist, and then reach your left arm up behind you, maybe even gazing to the left or up to that left thumb. Breathing steady here. Now as you bring your fingertips back to the ground, keep your left hand now down and float your right arm up and around, and lift your right hip and your right toes up to the right, moving now into your balancing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Press through your right heel. Draw your right shoulder back on the left. When you're ready, bring your fingertips to the ground. Turn your hips down and take a giant lunge back with that right foot. And we'll stand right up into that high lunge, Anjaneyasana. So stretch your arms up to the sky. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, add that twist to the left. So bring your right elbow outside of that left knee. Twist from your core with a long spine. You can gaze down to the ground to help with balance, or lift your gaze up to the left any amount. Beautiful. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge, moving back into that flow. Exhale, open to the right for your warrior two. Open that front knee. Inhale, flip the front palm up and reach it out in front of you. Exhale, reverse your warrior, stretch it up and back. Inhale, back to your warrior two, arms to a T. Exhale, find your side angle, left forearm, forward and down. Inhale, step back to your high plank, move at your own pace, maybe float that top left leg again. Exhale, elbows behind you as you lower it down. Inhale to back bend, shoulder blades back and down. Exhale, down dog. You're amazing. Take a deep breath in and out, friends. Letting it all go. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. And exhale to the top of your space for your forward fold. Find your table position, heart and gaze lift up and out. And exhale, fold in. Root to rise, take a big stretch up, up, up. And as you exhale, gather your hands under the heart and pause. Just take a nice big sip of breath in and out. You're amazing. Second side. So bring your hands to your hips. Nice balance here. And when you're ready, take your left toes out in front of you and point the left toes. So they're touching the ground out in front of you a little bit, balancing on your right leg. When you're ready, bring your left toes out to the left. And when you're ready, slowly start to bring them back behind you. And as you float your arms out nice and wide, preparing the wings for your airplane, start to hinge forward and lift your left leg up, balancing and breathing, lifting from the inner thighs, maybe lifting that back leg and your heart to any amount. And when you're ready, bring your fingertips all the way down to the ground. Let your heart melt down as you lift your left leg nice and high for standing splits. And now, as you lift your gaze down towards the ground, keep your left fingers down, bring your right arm out to the right, and maybe start to add that big twist as you lift your right arm and lift your gaze up towards that right thumb. Nice, beautiful twist here. Now as you bring your right fingers to the ground, You might start to turn your left hip up and turn your left fingers up to the sky and your left toes. Starting to stack your shoulders here in balancing half moon. Nice breath here. Nice job, beautiful friends. And when you're ready, bring your fingers to the ground. Take a nice big lunge back with that left foot. And root down to rise, lifting all the way back up into that high lunge. Get nice and steady on your in-breath. As you exhale, find that detoxifying twist to the right with that left elbow outside of that right knee. Move from your core. Remember to deepen your breath. When you're ready, beautiful friends, on your in-breath, root down to rise all the way up into Anjaneyasana. And exhale, open to the left for your warrior two. Open that front knee. Inhale, flip your right palm, reach it, stretch it out in front of you. Exhale, stretch all the way up and back, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms back to a T. Exhale, side angle, right forearm forward and down, or fingers down the inside of the leg. Inhale, step back to your high plank, maybe float that right leg. And exhale, lower it down, chaturanga. Inhale to back bend, big heart opener. And exhale, press back for down dog. Take a nice big breath in and out, friends. You're amazing. Let's bring our knees to the mat. Let's bring our knees as wide as the mat. With your big toes touching, stretch your hips back and rest your forehead on the ground. Take a big breath in and out. Breathe into the back body. Take another big breath in. And exhale it out. So nice and easy. Keep your legs where they are. Just gently come up onto your fingers and thread your right arm underneath the left. Coming down onto the right shoulder, maybe the right ear. And you might prop your left arm up on your fingers. You can find your half bind, bringing your left fingers back and around to your low back. Whatever feels right for you today. Let's take another big breath. You're amazing. Nice and easy. We'll unwind and thread your left arm under and through now. Switching sides. Come down to the left shoulder, maybe the left ear. And take a nice big breath in and out. And slow and steady, friends. Come on up to your hands and your knees. So we'll come into our tabletop position now. And we'll do a little bit of core work here. So fingers nice and wide, wrists under shoulders. And with your belly to spine, simply lift your right leg back behind you. And as you float that back leg back behind you, find a steady focal point on the ground out in front of you. Draw the belly to spine. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, swing that right knee forward and in, knee to nose. Inhale, kick the leg back, maybe lift your gaze a little more. Exhale, pull it up and in, maybe touch. One more time, lift the leg, float it up, lift your gaze, and pull it up and in, maybe touch. Now, as you stretch that leg up and back behind you, hold and breathe. And without shifting your weight too much, see if you can float your left arm out in front of you. Reaching and breathing and stretching. Noticing the core strength it takes to hold this beautiful pose for spinal balance. Now let's come back to our hands and our knees. Let's sit our hips over our heels for a second. Sit up nice and tall, and with your fingers turned down or up, take a nice big breath in, open your mouth and let it out with a sigh. Nice job. Walk your hands back out in front of you. Realign, stacking your joints, and now float your left leg out behind you. Draw your belly up and in. Find a steady focal point out in front of you. Take another big breath in. As you exhale, swing that knee up and in, and nose to the knee. Inhale, lift it up. Maybe lift the leg higher, lift your gaze higher. Exhale, pull it up and in for 2. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Last time, pull it up and in. And now as you sweep it back, hold there. Breathe there. Maybe float your right arm out in front of you and stretch and breathe You're amazing. Beautiful friends, getting stronger together. As you come back to your hands and your knees, once again, sit your hips back over your heels, or you can stand on your knees. Just take a deep breath in and let it all go. Nice job. So as we prepare for Malasana, come on up to your hands and your knees. Open your fingers wide and tuck your toes and stretch your hips up and back. And when you're ready, take your feet a little wider and walk your fingertips once again all the way back to your feet. And when you're ready, turn your heels in a little bit, turn your toes out a little bit, and we're going to squat all the way down. And as you squat down, you can keep your fingers on the ground or bring your hands to your knees, or bring your hands to your heart and open your knees with your elbows. And here in Malasana, as you get this nice detoxifying action going on, you can always take rolled up blankets underneath your heels if you need it, or a rolled up blanket, or a roll up mat. But see if you can lift your chest up and out of your low back. See if you can take a couple of deep breaths here. Squeeze the exhale out. Big, spacious inhales. 2 more breaths. Hear your breath as you exhale and squeeze it out. Inhale fully. Last time, exhale it all the way out. And as you inhale, bring your fingertips to the ground, lift your hips, toe heel your feet in, hip bone distance apart, and melt your upper body. You might bobble your head a little bit, yes, and no. And maybe bobble it all around, releasing any tension in your neck. Nice job. Rooting your feet firmly into the ground. Let's just pull up one vertebrae at a time, rolling all the way up to stand. As you roll all the way up to stand, let's take a nice big stretch up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, gather your hands back into your heart space, into Anjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in, friends. And a centering exhale, let it all go. So we're going to move back through our flow one more time before we move into some deep stretches. So as we move through our flow now, you might choose to really pay attention to using the fullness of your breath to help detoxify. So it doesn't matter how deep you get into your poses or how they look. Really want to focus on how you feel in the pose. We want to feel like we're in a place of being stable and strong, but also at ease. But use that strong breath to get just a little bit more of a detox out of this. So when you're ready to go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, we'll go right from the beginning. Take your right foot out in front of you. Take it out to the side. Take it back. As you hinge forward, open your arms out wide for your airplane and bring your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, stretch the right leg back and reach your left arm out to the left and lift it up and around to the left for that nice big twist. Now, as you bring the left fingers to the ground, open it up to the right for that balancing half moon. As you bring your fingertips back to the ground, take a nice soft lunge back with that right foot and stand up into your high lunge, Anjaneyasana. And on your exhale, find that twist to the left, right elbow around that left knee. On your in-breath, stand up, big reach. And as you exhale, open to the right for your warrior 2. Inhale, flip the left palm up, reach it forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms to a T, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, tilt to the left. Inhale, high plank, step it back, maybe float your left foot. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to your back bend, strong legs. Exhale, down dog. You're amazing. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale to table back, lift and lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it out as you fold. Inhale, take a nice big stretch up, reach. Exhale, hands to heart and to your hips. Take your right toes out in front of you. Bring them out to the right and back behind. As you hinge forward, float your arms out nice and wide for your warrior 3. As you bring your fingertips to the ground, kick up that right leg. When you're ready, oops, it's the opposite leg. Left leg backing up. Bring your right arm up and down to the right to find that twist. As you bring the right fingers down, now open that balancing moon up to the left, lifting your left hip, left toes, left fingers. Nice and easy, fingers to the ground. Take that nice big lunge back and stand up into your high lunge, Anjaneyasana. And slowly on your exhale, find that nice big twist to the right. Inhale, rise back up to center. Exhale, pivot that back foot flat and open to the left for your warrior two. Inhale, flip your right palm up, reach it out in front of you. Exhale, reverse your warrior, nice big lean back. Inhale, arms to a T, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, right fingers down to the inside of the leg or the forearm under the thigh. Inhale, rise it back up. And exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Maybe float that right foot as you lower it to the mat. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. You're amazing. Take a nice big breath in and let something go. Nice job. So go ahead and come forward into your plank and come all the way down onto your belly. And as you come all the way down onto your belly, reach your toes back behind you. Reach your fingertips way back behind you and rest your forehead to the ground. So we're going to take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, lift everything up off the mat. So you're pressing down through the pubic bone as you lift your arms, your legs, roll the shoulders back and down, and go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes as you reach them back behind you. Breathe with ease, soft focal point. With each exhale, squeeze the breath out. With each inhale, you might feel a little bit of a lift. With each exhale, you might feel like you're settling in a little bit. Focus on your breath. The inhales maybe float you up a little higher. And exhale as you ease into it. We'll do that. One more big breath in, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, bring one cheek all the way down to the mat and soften into the mat. You might wag your tail a little bit from side to side, slowing down your breath. Nice job. Beautiful friends. And when you're ready, options. Take your gaze back down towards the ground with your chin or your forehead on the mat, your choice. So you can come back to your locus when you're ready, or options to add on. Take a big breath in. Exhale, float everything up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You might stay here. Can you squeeze those armpits together too, activating that lymphatic system here? Squeezing the armpits, reaching back through the fingers. You can interlace your fingers here if you wish. Lifting the arms up and away from the back. Keeping the elbows soft. If you want to move into your bow pose today, you might bend one or both knees and grab your feet or ankles and kick them away from you. Nice and steady with your breath. Sometimes people ask me, how do I know I'm not in the right pose? Well, pain is the first indicator, no pain in yoga. But also, if you can't breathe, you probably should back out a little bit until you can breathe. When you're ready, take the opposite cheek to the mat and surrender once again into the ground. Grounding that energy, take another deep breath in and out. When you're ready, take your hands next to your chest or your ribs and gently press yourself back into child's pose. Offsetting that back bend with a forward fold. Just take a nice big sip of breath in and out. Let it all go. Nice work. So from here, come to your hands and your knees. And we're going to tuck the toes under and stretch the hips up and back for downward facing dog. And on your in-breath, float your right leg up. Maybe you want to bend your knee and open your hip for a moment. As you exhale, straighten the leg and pull the knee to the nose one time. Inhale, reach it up high. And this time, take that right knee over towards your right wrist or your right thumb and turn your right ankle forward as you release your back leg. And as you walk your back left leg way back behind you, Come and sit up on your fingertips. Your front right shin might be parallel with the front of your mat, and maybe not. That's okay. Little flex in your right foot to protect your right knee. And as you sit up here nice and tall, just know that you can always add some extra padding under your back left knee if you need to. But while we're sitting up here nice and tall, we're letting time and gravity start to let the hips sink down into the ground a little bit. Shoulders melt back. Shoulders relax down, but you're keeping the heart lifted up and out of your low back. And when you're ready, you might choose to lay your pigeon down. You might come forward and down onto your forearms, or lay all the way down if that's in your practice today. See if you can draw your right hip crease back a little bit and let your left thigh melt down towards the ground. Can you use your breath to get deeper into your pose here? Exhale completely all the way out, so you have more room for the next inhale. Focusing all of your awareness and your attention on your breath. Take the best breath you've taken yet today. And nice and easy, light on your fingers, come on back up onto your hands. Tuck your toes under your back toes and take your time to press up and back into down dog. You might stretch out through that leg by pedaling out your heels, or you might shake out that leg a little bit. Sometimes I like to do that. And when you're ready, simply come back into down dog for a moment and explore the sensations from left to right. Nice job. Second side, fingers wide, hugging the mat. Inhale, float your left leg high to the sky. Maybe you want to bend your knee and open your hip on this side too. And then as you extend the leg long, one time, bring that knee up and into the nose. And stretch your leg all the way up. And as you exhale, go ahead and bring that knee behind your left wrist or your left thumb as you turn that left ankle forward. And relax your back right leg and walk it back behind you a little bit. And come on up onto your fingertips. So your hips and your heart are facing the front of your mat. We're trying to add some ease here, so check in and wiggle around any amount if you need to. So just like we did on the other side, we're just kind of letting time and gravity do some of the work for us without forcing anything. You can always flip this on your back for modification. You might stay here nice and high. If you choose to lay your pigeon down, you might come forward and down onto your forearms or all the way down if that serves you well today. And if you're coming down here, just for today, like we did on the other side, draw your left hip crease back and turn your right thigh bone down towards the ground, even just a micro amount. Start to turn on your breath, friends. Each breath an opportunity to exhale completely, creating more room for your new breath, new life. Take the most spacious breath you've taken yet today. And slowly, beautiful friends, when you're ready at your pace, make your way back into your downward dog, tucking those back toes under as you come up. Stretch it up and back, and maybe you're going to pedal it out through the heels, or maybe you want to shake out that leg again if you did on the other side. Eventually, see if you can find some stillness in down dog for a moment and notice the sensations once again from left to right. Bending your knees, gazing forward, step, hop, or float to the top of your space, and let's have a seat. And as you have a seat here, slowly sit up nice and tall and make sure when you roll back, your head's going to be on your mat. We'll float the arms out in front of us. Shoulders back, heart lifted. Take a big, beautiful breath in. And as you exhale, tuck and curl and roll yourself down slow. Maybe holding on behind one or both knees for modification. With your arms long down by your side, walk your arms long and down so the shoulders are away from the ears. And one of my best favorite detox poses is bridge pose with your toes facing forward. Keep your gaze straight up so the cervical neck is nice and neutral. Press through your feet and squeeze your hips up towards the sky. And take some deep breaths here. Big breath in, feel it on the front body, and as you exhale, squeeze the breath all the way out. And slowly, when you're ready, roll your hips all the way down to the ground. Draw your knees up and into the chest and give them a little squeeze, compress. You might gently rock a little bit from side to side. When you're ready, friends, step your feet on the ground. Bring your left arm out to the left. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, and then let your legs fall over to the right. So you can shimmy the legs around a little bit if you need to. You might take your gaze to the left. Breathe into your core. Open it up. And exhale, soften and release it out. If you want to, you can take your peace fingers on your right hand and hook them around your big left toe and kick that leg out for more of a twist. As long as you can keep that left shoulder relaxed in that big twist. And nice and easy, when you're ready, we'll go ahead and unwind, step your feet on the ground and prepare for bridge pose before we move to the second side. Arms long down by your side, walk your heels in. Toes forward and squeeze your hips up to the sky. Gaze straight up, keeping that neck neutral. Take a nice big breath in across the front body. Exhale, squeeze that breath out. And roll your hips all the way down to the ground. Bring your right arm out to the right. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And when you're ready, let your legs fall over to the left. Maybe take your gaze over to the right. Really relax the right shoulder. Enjoying these final stretches in your beautiful body. Taking excellent care of yourself. Perhaps you're feeling playful and you want to take those peace fingers on your left hand and grab that big right toe and kick it out. Get nice and long through that leg. And nice and easy, friends. Unwind, step your feet on the ground. As you come back to center, pull the knees into the chest, give them a hug, give them a big squeeze. We'll extend the legs straight up to the sky for legs up the wall. You can literally move up against a wall if you wish, or let your legs just float in the air. An awesome detox pose here, draining all that old blood down to get some new fresh blood. You can stay here with those arms super long down by your side with the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe you're going to roll those hips up and support your low back with your half shoulder stand. Perhaps gazing to those top toes. Let's take another big breath here. You might take those toes back to touch the ground behind you if you were in that half shoulder stand, moving into your plow pose. And if you lifted your hips, support your low back with your hands as you bend your knees and slowly roll your hips all the way back down to the ground. And when you're ready, just find your knees right over your hips and take your arms out long out to the side like a T with your shoulders rolled under, palms turned up. And we're going to take the right knee and hook it all the way over the left and drop your knees over to the left. Big breath in and out. As you unwind, let's switch sides. So lift your knees back to center. Cross your left knee all the way over the right and let your legs fall all the way over to the right. Nice big breath here, in and out, friends. Nice and easy, unwind. Step your feet on the ground. Find neutral hips and bring your knees back and into the chest. Give them a little squeeze, a little hug. Now when you're ready, step your left foot on the ground and turn the sole of your right foot up towards the sky. And you're going to hold on to the ankle, the shin, behind the thigh, or if it's available, hold on to that foot with your right hand and draw the right knee down towards your right armpit. Nice big breath in and out, massaging the ascending colon. Soften the knee down, 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 any amount. When you're ready, squeeze that knee into the chest and step it on the ground. So we'll turn the left foot up towards the sky. Hold on to the leg wherever it's available, maybe the foot, and draw that left knee down towards the armpit. Any amount. Massaging the descending colon. And when you're ready, squeeze that knee back and into the chest. Step the feet on the ground. Pull your right knee into the chest and extend your right leg straight up to the sky. Hold on behind the leg, maybe interlace the fingers. Maybe walk your hands up the back of the leg and gently draw the leg down towards the upper body. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw. You can extend your left leg long on the ground if that feels right for you. Taking a nice big beautiful breath here, releasing any tension as you exhale, softening, softening. When you're ready, step the foot back on the ground. Pull your left knee up and in and extend your left leg to the sky. Hold on behind the leg or interlace your fingers. Maybe even walk your hands up the back of the leg and gently draw the leg down towards your upper body. Lots of deep breaths here. Perhaps extending your right leg nice and long. Listening to your body, trying not to force anything beyond what feels right in your body, letting go of the ego. Stepping the feet on the ground. Open your knees wide and let the soles of your feet press together. Bring your hands onto your belly and close your eyes. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, it falls. Inhale, the belly rises, expands like a balloon. Exhale, it falls. One more big, spacious breath in. And let it all go. Using your hands around the outside of your thighs, gently lift your knees and toe heel your feet out mat distance apart. And with your arms out wide, just gently let your knees flop a little bit from side to side. From right to left, nice and easy, like windshield wipers on a rainy day. And as you lift your knees back and up to center, extend your legs past the front corners of your mat, shoulders down and wide. And turn your fingertips up and bring your thumbs and index fingers to gently rub together. And then just let them settle on a space. And feel the energy of the thumbs and the index fingers gently touching as you rest heavy on the ground. Releasing all the muscles in your body. Releasing all the organs, especially your skin. Perhaps closing down the eyes. Feeling the air on your skin. And following the breath as it moves in and out through your nose or your mouth. Resting into Shavasana. Final relaxation. As you rest today, a poem. It's called A Pebble. Drop a pebble in the water, just a splash, and it's gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on. Spreading from the center, flowing on out to the sea. And there is no way of telling where the end is going to be. Drop a pebble in the water. In a minute, you forget. But there's little waves of flowing, and there's ripples circling yet. And those little waves of flowing to a great big wave have grown. You've disturbed a mighty river just by dropping in a stone. Drop an unkind word or careless. In a minute it is gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on. They keep spreading from the center as they go. And there is no way to stop them once you've started them to flow. Drop an unkind word or a careless. In a minute you forget. But there's little waves of flowing, and there's ripples circling yet. And perhaps in some sad heart, a mighty wave of tears you've stirred. And disturbed a life was happy, ere you dropped that unkind word. Drop a word of cheer and kindness. Just a flash and it's gone. But there's 100 ripples circling on and on and on. Bearing hope and joy and comfort on each splashing, dashing wave, till you wouldn't believe the volume of the one kind word you gave. Drop a word of cheer and kindness. In a minute you forget, but there's gladness still a swelling, and there's joy circling yet. And you've rolled a wave of comfort whose sweet music can be heard over miles and miles of water just by dropping one kind word. Author James W. Foley. The Ripple Effect. Take a deep breath in and out, my beautiful friends. Begin to reawaken the body for this gorgeous, beautiful day we have ahead of us. You might pump your hands, you might circle through your wrists and ankles, make any movements that feel just super right for you in this moment. And eventually, let's roll over onto whatever your favorite side is. And gently, let's roll up and sit nice and tall in our seated posture, with our hands at our beautiful hearts. Close your eyes and just simply feel the effects of the practice on your body. Bowing head to heart. Thank you so much for joining us today, friends. Namaste. Have an amazing day. Thank you for joining us for our detox practice. Thanks for being a part of our community. Thanks for your May donations that keep this program going. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for sharing our program with your friends and family, for helping to grow our community. I am so grateful for you guys. Bye.